What's going on, everybody out there on YouTube again? This is Kent. I am coming at you guys again with another YouTube video. I put Kent, if you can see Kent, I put Kent on all my on-field baseball hats. I like to do that. You know, that's just my style. That's what I like to do. Okay. But anyways, in this video, what I want to talk about this evening is that I want to talk about verbal abuse. All right. You know, me, as for myself, growing up, when I was a child and when I was a kid, growing up and things like that, I had to deal with a lot of verbal abuse, just growing up, living with family and all that stuff. I have to deal with I have to deal with verbal abuse. I really do, because I have people in my family who puts me down all the time, and they call me all these names. They insult me and all that stuff. They call me weak, call me a faggot, some call me a pussy, they call me a wimp, and all this stuff. And as so that's a dirt bike passing by. Back to what I was saying, they call me well, I don't like to, use profanity or cussing or anything like that. They say that I'm not gonna say which family member it was. All right, I just say family members because I don't want to tell you guys who it was. You might take it out of context. But they say that I'm a sorry ass, nigga and things like that. I'm a dumb ass nigga, and they just say that I'm no good and all that stuff. And they just put me down. They really put me down. When you verbally abuse somebody, some people just don't know how much of an effect that can really have on another person, because all that verbal abuse and all that stuff, things I went through when I was a child, this is it really hurt me in the inside. It really made me angry, and I had to just vent and let my anger out and let all my frustration out on YouTube. And they also say that no woman wants me and things like that. It's difficult to deal with that stuff. Have all that stuff piling into your head when people tell you that stuff. If you're a very sensitive person, it could really tear you down as a person, whether you're a man or a woman. It could really tear you down. It could cause depression. That could also cause depression, and that can also cause low self-esteem and things like that. Sometimes I really feel that people in my family, they make fun of me. They really make fun of me. They make fun of me behind my back. They ain't gonna say it to my face. They do it behind my back. That's how my family is. They'll do that. I'm so sick of those dirt bikes. But back to what I was saying. I had to deal with a lot. It really hurted me, man. I still go through it this day to day. Family members. That's the loud motors. All these loud motorcycles and stuff passing by. Dirt bikes and all that stuff. People drive all kinds of stuff. Down that street. You could hear it. I got the window open. But back to what I was saying. It really it could really bother somebody. It could, like I was saying, it can cause depression with the verbal abuse. It can cause low self-esteem. It can cause anger and things like that. A lot of people don't know when they put other people down and say mean things to them, insult them and things like that. That can really destroy a person mentally and psychologically. And this is the reason why I come up here on YouTube, on the verbal abuse and me being bullied and being mistreated by other people. That's the reason why I make all these videos and vent out my frustration and my frustration with the dating scene. I just come up here on YouTube and vent. But I really can't take that verbal abuse. I don't even know how much longer I can take with this verbal abuse. Sometimes I was just thinking about moving somewhere where I don't have to, deal with my family or something like that. I just want to move somewhere where I could just live a happy life. But where I'm living at, I have to put up with that crap. you know. But I try, cause I do the best. I do the best I can, to avoid it, to avoid being put down. You know, I, you know, I stay away from people like that. I do the best I can to avoid it. I stay away from people like that. Sometimes when my family members call me on my phone, I don't answer it because all they're gonna do is just put me down. Probably the worst thing a close family member had did to me was they cussed at me. Some of you guys are probably thinking, "Oh, Ken, everybody cusses. Everybody cusses. Don't take it personally." No. There are people out there who don't want to put up with that crap. Foul language, profanity. I can't. I know another good friend of mine who can't neither. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way when people use foul language. But because usually my family members, they don't like to use profanity and things like that. They don't like to cuss, but they do it to me. And deep down, that really hurts me. It really breaks my heart that they do that to me. It just hurts, man. I have to put up with that every single day. But it could really have an effect on a person, whether you're a parent and you do that to your son or daughter. You're really hurting them. You're not making them feel better. You're actually hurting them, and you don't know how much longer somebody can take verbal abuse or physical abuse or any type of abuse, mental abuse or anything, any type of abuse, that can really make a person snap. If they just can't take it anymore, they'll end up doing something that they'll regret, excuse me. And I don't want to do something that I'll regret. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good person. I try to be a good person because I like to help other people, who has it worse than me. People who are homeless out on the street, people who are hungry. I like to help those type of people. That's who I am as a person. I like to help other people. But this verbal abuse, man, it really hurts me. It really hurts me. It really hurts my heart that people do this to me. It really causes my depression and things like that. But it's just so difficult to deal with it. I do the best I can to ignore it, but all that stuff is just in my brain, and it's just difficult for me to focus. Sometimes I wish I could just take a week-long vacation, away, and just relax and chill out. That's what I want to do eventually, man. Is, get away from the people, who give you a hard time. But that's all I gotta say in this video. Peace out.